Have you seen Jesus, my Lord? He's here in plain view. Take a look, open your eyes. He'll show light to you. Have you ever looked at the sunset with the sky mellowing red and the clouds suspended like feathers? Then I say you've seen Jesus, my Lord. Have you seen Jesus, my Lord? He's here in plain view. Take a look, open your eyes. He'll show light to you. Have you ever stood in the ocean with the white foam at your feet? Feel the endless thundering motion. Then I say you've seen Jesus, my Lord. Have you seen Jesus, my Lord? He's here in plain view. Take a look, open your eyes. He'll show light to you. Have you ever looked at the cross with a man hanging in vain and the look of love in his eyes? Then I say you've seen Jesus, my Lord. Have you seen Jesus, my Lord? He's here in plain view. Take a look, open your eyes. He'll show light to you. Have you ever stood in the family with the Lord there in your midst? See the face of Christ on your brother. Then I say you've seen Jesus, my Lord. Have you seen Jesus, my Lord? He's here in plain view. Take a look, open your eyes. He'll show light to you.
Good evening, church, and happy Easter from our family to you. I hope your day has been a day of revelation, a day of new life, a day of celebration in the midst of our social distancing. Easter is all about Jesus, and the day only began with the miracle of an empty tomb, but continues to the day. So I will read to you now what happened on the night of that Easter morning, that Easter day, what happened on the evening before bedtime, and I hope that this will be your bedtime devotion. The walk to Emmaus. Now, on the same day, two of them were going into a village called Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem, and talking with each other about all these things that have happened. While they were talking and discussing, Jesus came near and walked with them, but their eyes were kept from recognizing him. And he said to them, "What are you discussing with each other while you walk along?" They stood still, looking sad. Then one of them, whose name was Cleopas, answered him, "Are you the only stranger in Jerusalem who does not know the things that have taken place in these days?" He asked them, "What things?" They replied, "The things about Jesus of Nazareth, who was a prophet, mighty in deed and word before God and all the people.
Now we
And
can go.
how our chief priests and the leaders handed him over to condemn to death and crucify him. But we had hoped that he was the one to redeem Israel. Yes, and beside all this, is now the third day since took place. Moreover, some women of our group outstand us. They were at the tomb early this morning, and when they did not find his body there, they came back and told us that they had indeed seen a vision of angels who said that he was alive. Some of those who were with us went to the tomb and found it just as the women had said, but they did not see him. Then he said to them, "Oh, how foolish you are, and how slow of heart to believe all that the prophets have declared. Was it not necessary that the Messiah should suffer these things and then enter into his glory?" Then beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he interpreted to them the things about himself in all the scriptures. As they came near to the village to which they were going, he walked ahead as if he was going on. But they urged him strongly, saying, "Stay with us, because it's almost evening, and the day is now nearly over." So he went in to stay with them. When he was at the table with them, he took bread, blessed and broke it, and gave it to them. Then their eyes were opened, and they recognized him, and he vanished from their sight. They said to each other, "Were not our heart burning with us while he was talking to us on the road, while he was opening the scripture to us?" The same hour they got up and returned to Jerusalem, and they found the 11 and their companions gathered together. They were saying, "The Lord has risen indeed, and he was appeared to Simon." Then they told what had happened on the road and how it had been made known to them in the breaking of the bread. Friends, the day is not over. Jesus is still appearing to us in different ways, in different signs, in different miracles. And I see Jesus in the face of all of you. I see Jesus in your love. I see in the ways that you're caring for one another. I see in the way that you have welcomed my family to be part of your family. I see Jesus in the way that we do outreach to the community, in the food bank, and in mission, in the trips to Puerto Rico and UM Army. I see Jesus in Sunday school teachers, in the kids that want to learn. Jesus is still with us, and we still have communion to remind us who Jesus is for us. So as we keep going along in this very long month, and as we're still wondering when will be the next time that we will be together again, I want you to open your eyes to see Jesus. I want you to text me and email me and tell me, where are you seeing the miracle of the resurrection? I want you to be the messengers that are going to tell everyone, have you seen Jesus my Lord? This is a wonderful time. This is Easter time, and we are Easter people. Nothing can take us down. So in the finish of this day, in the finish of Easter 2020, what it seemed the most crazy Easter of all, remember that nothing can separate you from the love of Christ. Nothing can separate you from God. Amen.
We were walking on that day, sorrow filled us cold and gray. For our Jesus and our Lord, he was gone.
Okay,
We can
breathe.
cut all this out, people.
No, this is for the outtakes.
We were walking on that day, sorrow filled us cold and gray. For our Jesus and our Lord, he was gone, he was dead. Then unknown he came our way to hear what life would cost. When you feel the Lord is gone, hope is gone, love is dead. Know your brothers, sisters all, come and answer Jesus' call, and you'll know him in the breaking of the bread. And he says, I'm always there. Close as breathing, close as prayer. Then you'll know me in the breaking of the bread. As we gather in his name, he's with us still the same. For our Savior and our friend, he's not gone, he's not dead. Jesus lives with us today, as we walk within his way, and we'll know him in the breaking of the bread.
Christ is risen. Christ is risen indeed. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy
Happy
Easter.
Easter.